Before he became a legend, before he wore the jersey soaked in pride, before the billions chanted his name, he was just a boy, a shy, restless boy with a bat too big for his hands, and dreams too large for the sky. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar was born not with talent, but with obsession. In a small room in Bandra East, Mumbai, on April 24, 1973, a star blinked into the world, unnoticed, unnamed in destiny's book. He wasn't born with privilege. But he was born with one curse, an undying love for a game that gives nothing easily. He wasn't the strongest kid. In fact, he was bullied in school. Quiet, introverted. But give him a bat, and the shy boy disappeared. He transformed into a storm. At age 11, he met coach Ramakanta Krikar, a man who didn't see the boy. He saw the storm within. He once made Sachin bat at different pitches across the city without rest. 50 overs here, 50 overs there. If he got out, he had to start again. He didn't let the boy rest. Not even for water. And Sachin? He never complained. He bled from the blisters, but never let go of the bat. His bat became his voice. His pain, his prayer. In 1989, the world met him. Just 16, playing against Pakistan's most dangerous bowlers. One ball slammed into his face. Blood painted his shirt. But he stood up. His lips split, his eyes watery. He told his captain, Main Kalega, "I'll play." And he did. He scored 57. That day, the world didn't see a teenager. They saw the fire of a warrior. By 1996, Tendulkar was no longer a player. He was a religion. His posters were in temples. His dismissal caused power outages. But what no one saw, was the storm inside him. 1998, just before the Sharjah Cup, the tournament that would make him immortal, Sachin was diagnosed with a neurological tremor. A rare nerve condition that could have ended his batting forever. It made his fingers twitch involuntarily. No one knew. Doctors warned him, one wrong shot, and your nerves might snap. He was only 25. But he told no one. Not his teammates. Not the press. He smiled. And then he walked out, and played the most glorious innings against Australia in the desert winds of Sharjah. They called it the Desert Storm. But the real storm was within him. Imagine this, 1.3 billion hearts beating every time you raise your bat. 1.3 billion breaths held every time you miss a ball. For Sachin, it wasn't cricket anymore. It was a burden he carried alone. 2003 World Cup Final. India lost. Tendulkar cried alone in the dressing room, hiding his face in a towel. He had given his soul, and still, it wasn't enough. Trolls called him selfish. Some said his career was over. But they didn't see his sleepless nights. The trembling hands. The doubt. 2005 to 2007, the years that nearly broke him. Injuries, surgeries, and silence. He couldn't lift a spoon without pain. Yet, in front of cameras, he smiled. Behind closed doors, he wept into his wristbands. The tremors returned. Stronger. But this time, he fought it medically. Secretly. He found a neurologist in Austria. Spent months in rehab. The world thought he was resting. In truth, he was rebuilding himself, cell by cell. In 2010, at the age of 37, when cricketers retire and rest, Sachin Tendulkar scored the first double century in ODI history. He didn't just break records. He broke science. 2012, he scored his 100th international century. A record so enormous, it may never be broken. But when asked, "How do you feel?" he whispered, "Relieved. Not happy. Just relieved." Because now, he could finally rest. In 2013, he walked off the ground for the last time. 24 years. One dream. Millions healed. One man carried a nation on his shoulders, and never once asked for help. Sachin Tendulkar didn't just play cricket. He redefined what it meant to suffer silently, fight bravely, and rise quietly. His story is not about centuries. It's about scars, hidden, healed, and honored. And the hoax. The illness. The tremors. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. But isn't that the mystery of legends? What they carry within is often greater than what the world ever sees. In every child who lifts a bat today, in every mother who prays when India plays, there lives a little piece of Sachin. The boy who bled for 1 billion and smiled through the pain.